Hello and welcome to the Pineapple Support virtual retreat stage at Webmaster Access. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Leah Tannett. I'm the founder and president of Pineapple Support, which, if you do not know, is a non-profit organization that provides mental health care and emotional support to adult industry professionals. Next up, we have Rachel Spain, who will be teaching a yoga class. How are you doing, Rachel?
I'm really good, thank you, Leah. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm battling a little bit of food poisoning, so we'll see. So thank you very much for offering to provide the class today. You're here in Ibiza, so not suffering the heat, enjoying the heat as well.
Enjoying the heat, yes. Yeah, it is very, very hot though today, isn't it? 27 degrees, I think we're on today.
Close. So again, thank you, and I'm going to let you take it from here.
Okay, thanks, Leah. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome. I'm going to teach you today what's called Sattva Yoga, which is the school of yoga where I trained. And it consists of an integrated practice. So we're not just going to be doing yoga postures. We're going to be practicing breath work or pranayama and energy expansion work as well, called Kriya. And then we'll move into some yoga postures as well. Okay, so what I'd love you to do to begin with is to find yourselves a comfortable seat, preferably with your legs crossed if you can. I'm sitting up on a blanket, so if you've got a cushion or a blanket handy, you can roll up a blanket and sit on that, or prop yourself up on a cushion. So what we want to do is try to get the hips slightly higher than the knees. And if you're not comfortable sitting this way, then you can sit on a chair as well. Just make sure you're sitting up tall and you're not leaning back in the chair. You sit up tall through the spine and your feet are flat down onto the ground. Okay, so once you're settled in and you found your comfortable seat, let's bring the palms together, hands to the heart center, and close your eyes for a moment. As you close your eyes, take your awareness, your focus to the space in between your eyebrows. So this space is a very powerful energy center that allows us to take our gaze inwards. So it takes our awareness inwards towards the higher self, towards the soul, towards the spirit, whatever you like to call it. So focus to that space. Just focus into the space and relaxing that area of the brow. You may notice some instant effect. And then just observe your breath. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. Just noticing the expansion of the inhale and the softening of the exhale. Stay with that breath for a few more moments, just allowing us to come into this moment, into this present, into this space, right here, right now. And set your intention for this practice to have no expectation, especially if you're new to the practice of yoga. Just be present, try to stay connected with the breath, become more aware of the breath, and don't expect the practice to be perfect. Just go with it, go with the flow and enjoy. So now send out some of your energy, your loving vibes, loving positive energy to someone or something else. You can send your energy out to a loved one, you can send your energy to an animal, to an aspect of nature, out into the universe, into a project you may be working on. Just take a moment to think of somewhere that really needs, somewhere or someone that really needs your energy right now, really needs some positive, loving vibes. And we're going to send that energy out with one Om together. So chant with me. Take a deep breath in. Om. Keeping the eyes closed, stay looking inwards. Awareness of the breath, moving in, moving out. And then bring your hands down and place your hands onto your knees. We're going to begin with a breath practice called the 4-part breath. So I'll guide you through it for the first couple of rounds, and then you can continue on your own for a few more rounds. So important, again, to keep the eyes closed and to try and keep your awareness at this space at the center brow. So we're breathing in for the count of 4. We hold the breath in for the count of 4. We exhale through the nose for the count of 4. And hold the breath out for the count of 4. Okay, so here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue to practice. Continue the rhythm and the count of the breath. Keep practicing, focusing on just the breath and the count. Nothing else, just the breath and the count. Without disturbing your flow, just finish the round that you're on. So you'll finish on the external retention. No rush, just finish at your pace. When you finish that round, regulate the breath, breathing in and breathing out. So know that when you first begin this practice, it's quite normal for some resistance to come up. It's quite normal for different experiences for different people to come up. Some can be good experiences, some can be bad. Just stay with the breath, stay with it, knowing that that moment is going to pass. So we're going to begin now with Kapalabhati Breath, which is pumping the navel. So we relax the belly as we inhale. You can bring a hand onto your belly so you feel this. As you exhale through the nose, you're pulling the belly button in sharply. It pulls in and up towards the spine. So the inhale is passive and it's mainly focused to the exhale. Off you go, practice. If you feel you get that technique, you can place your hand back onto your knee. You may be going at a slower pace. Eyes closed, focusing in, keep practicing. We're firing up the energy of the solar plexus, energy of transformation, this energy center of transformation, energy sent all the way through the body from this chakra, from this energy center, builds self-belief, builds confidence, builds willpower, strength, courage. Keep practicing. Another minute. "30 more seconds, keep going, you can do it." Firing up that energy at the solar plexus. A few more seconds. Inhale now, hold the breath in. Feel the energy drawing up from the root all the way up to the center brow. Hold the breath in and focus to the center brow. Exhale. And again, inhale deeply. Hold the breath in and focus to the center of the brow. Squeeze up the pelvic floor muscles, the mula bandha, if you can, so you're containing the energy, the life force within the body and letting it flow up to the third eye. Exhale. Once more, inhale. Apply that root lock, squeeze up the pelvic floor, focus to the third eye. Inward gaze, looking in. And exhale. Stay inward, stay tall, and regulate your breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Again, really moving the energy, or in yoga we call it prana, moving the prana, the life force through the body with spinal breath. You're going to bring your arms up. Inhale, arch the upper back and lift the heart to look up. The arms are up here. Exhale, make fists with the hands, rounding the back. Breathe out through the mouth. So we're inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Your deepest inhale and longest exhale. Just focusing on the breath and the movement. Deeper inhale, longer exhale. Just you and the breath and the movement, nothing else. Now inhale, lift and hold. Again, hold the breath in and squeeze up the pelvic floor muscles, the Mula Bandha, channeling that energy up to the third eye. Third eye, center of the brow, center of intuition, of inner knowing, of inner wisdom. And exhale, release and bring the hands down. Just be there in the moment, observe with no criticism, with no analysis. Everyone's experience is different. Every experience is different. So don't judge. Just observe. Be with what is. Okay, final Kriya before we start moving into our posture practice. So this one is called Cleanse and Activate. Very good for cleansing the physical body, but also cleansing the energetic body. So cleansing us of any negative energy. We're going to make mitten mudra. So we bring the fingers together and let the thumbs stick out. The arms open up to 60 degrees. And as we inhale through the nose, the right elbow comes in. As we exhale through the mouth, the left elbow comes in. And then we get a rhythm going. Off you go. Close your eyes when you're ready. Working through any resistance, you can do it. Keep going. 30 more seconds. Inhale, reach the arms up, spread the fingers and hold the breath in. Apply Mula Bandha, the root lock, squeezing up the pelvic floor. Again, moving the prana, the energy up. And exhale. Release the hands to the knees. Stay looking in and regulate your breath. Observing again without that analysis, that ego chitter chatter, the one always analysing every single movement we make, judging, criticizing. Just let that go. Be present with your breath. These practices enable us to transcend that negative chitter chatter of the mind, the ego consciousness, and take us in to unity consciousness, connecting with our soul, our true self, our higher self, our true nature. That which never changes, that which is always there. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale. Now just find the floor with your hands in front of you. Place your hands down flat and just feel the ground beneath your hands. You can let your head drop down. So the pranayama and the kriya can really take us up high. So the asana practice, the posture practice really brings us back down to earth. Keeps us grounded, stabilized and steady. So feel that connection to the earth beneath your hands. Take another deep breath in and exhale. And then lift yourselves up. Okay, we're going to move now. You've been sitting for a while, so you might want to move out of your seat slowly. And we're going to come up onto your hands and knees. So come up to the hands and knees, and if you need to, if you've got any pins and needles in your legs or anything like that, or your legs have gone to sleep, just give them a shake out. Just wake the legs back up. And then find yourself on the hands and knees. We want to have the hands as wide as the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. And we're going to come into cat-cow, cat stretches. So as we inhale, arch the lower back, lifting the heart and look up. And as you exhale, curl the tailbone down, rounding the back, squeeze the belly button in, look to your legs. And let's get that flowing. Inhale, arch and look up. And exhale, curl and round. Breathing in, arch the back and look up. And exhale, curl and round. Let that flow. Moving from the tip of the tail to the top of the head. So we move through the spine sequentially. And then lengthen out the spine. So your spine is long, belly button drawn in, and take a side stretch. Inhale, look round to the right. And exhale through the center. So you're getting a little stretch down the side of the body. Go to the left, inhale. And exhale to center. Inhale to the right. Exhale, center. Breathing into the left. And breathing out to center. Tuck under your toes, and we're going to lift up to downward facing dog. So lifting your hips up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. And then just have a little wiggle around, get yourself settled. We're going to pedal through the feet. So bend your right knee and let your left heel release down. And then change sides. And keep going, working through the legs. Giving the legs a stretch. And then level your legs out. And if it feels quite tight in your legs and in your back, then have your knees a little bit bent. Otherwise, if you're okay there, if your spine is long and you can straighten the legs, you can straighten out. Now really ground through the hands and press your chest back towards your legs. Lining up your ears with your upper arms. Still maintaining the awareness of the breath. That's our focus here. Doesn't matter how deep you go into a posture, it's about that awareness of breath. That's what makes it yoga. Now inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Keep your hips level, keep your shoulders level. Lift that leg up as far as feels good. And then see if you can work on separating the heels. So the right heel is going up, the left heel is going down. One more breath. And then exhale, bringing the right knee towards the chest. We're going to step the right foot in between the hands. So you might need to use your hand to help you get that foot through. Left hand staying down, right arm reaching up into a lunge twist. If you want to, you can always pop your left knee on the ground if needed. So reach so much through the right fingertips that you feel the weight lifting out of your left wrist. Back leg is firm and strong. One more breath. And then we're going to bring the right hand back down to the floor and step back, downward facing dog. Stretch it back. Take a breath. And then inhale, left leg lifts up to the sky, keeping the hips level. Keep the shoulders as level as you can. Try separating your heels, left heel going up, right heel going down. One more breath. And then exhale, left knee to chest, shoulders forwards, and step that foot in between the hands. To get there, how it works for you, use your hands if you need to. Right hand stays on the floor now and left arm reaches up. Reach through the left fingertips. Reach so much that you take any weight out of that right wrist so you're not putting pressure in the right wrist. Back leg really strong and firm. Make sure it's straight. One more breath. And then exhale, left hand down. Step back downward facing dog. Good. From here, come forwards to plank on your hands. So you're bringing your shoulders over your wrists. And exhale, take it back up, downward dog. Again, inhale, forwards plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, forwards to plank. Hold here. Now exhale, lower your knees to the floor. Bend your elbows and lower your chest and chin down. You can lower the whole body down if this version doesn't work for you. Now slide down onto your belly into low cobra. Roll back the shoulder head, squeeze the shoulder blades together, firm up the legs. One more breath. And then push up onto your knees, tuck your toes, and lift to downward facing dog. And now let's take little steps, as many as you like, to come to the front of your mat. Once you get there, hang over the legs, knees slightly bent, hold your elbows with your hands and let your head drop between your arms. Now gently swing your torso from side to side. Your knees can be as bent as needed. Again, if it's tight in the backs of your legs, bend your knees. If it's tight in your lower back, bend your knees. Come back to center, shake out your hands, shrug out the shoulders, and place the hands either on the floor or on your legs. Inhale, lift the heart, look up, so your hands are either on your legs or on the floor. Exhale, fold, take the head back down. Inhale, come up to stand, reach all the way up, palms together above the head, and exhale, hands, heart, center. Okay, we're going to take 2 sun salutations, Surya Namaskar. So breathe in, reach up with your arms. Breathe out, dive down, hands to the earth. Inhale, lift your heart, look up. Exhale, step to plank. Take a breath. And exhale, lower knees, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, low, or if you feel ready in the body, high cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, go back, downward facing dog. Stay for 3 deep breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose. Bending your knees, look at the space between your hands. You're going to step your right foot, then your left foot through. Extra steps if needed. Breathe in, lift the heart, look up. And breathe out, fold, head towards the shins. Inhale, come up to stand and reach all the way up above the head. Exhale, hands, heart, center. Okay, inhale, reach up. One more time. Exhale, dive down, hands to the earth. Inhale, lift your heart, look up. Exhale, step to plank. Take a breath. And exhale, lower knees, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, low cobra. Roll back the shoulder head, squeeze the shoulder blades. Make sure the back of the neck is long. And if you feel ready, press all the way up. High cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift up and back. Downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to stay here this time. From here, let's lift that right leg up to the sky again. This time, you can let your hip open and lift the leg as high as feels good for you. Once you've lifted the leg up, so we're letting that right hip open out to the right side. Then bend the right knee. Shoulders are level. Push back with the hands. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Left heel comes down onto the mat. Then circle the arms up, and we're coming into warrior two. Opening the arms, so chest and hips open to the side. Look forwards over the right fingers and stay here. Breathe. Come back to your breath. Always bringing it back to the breath. Find that quality, that rhythm, that awareness. One more here. I'm going to bring the right forearm onto the right thigh and reach the left arm over in Postures.Classes. So you can use the elbow on the thigh there to just give you a little bit of movement, drawing the underneath rib cage forwards. Reach through the left fingers. Make sure that arm doesn't flop over the head. Reach out. Energy going right out through to the fingertips. Now feel your feet firm in the ground. Squeeze your belly button in and come up. Warrior two. Keep that front knee bent. Right palm turns up. Reverse warrior. Inhale back. From here, straighten your right leg. Reach through the right fingers. And we'll come over Trikonasana, reaching out into triangle pose. Bring your right hand onto your right shin and reach the left arm up. And again, we're just trying to find this space on the underneath side, space through the spine, through the center of the body. One more breath. Squeeze the belly button in as you come up and bend your right knee, warrior two. Take another reverse warrior. Inhale, arch back. Exhale, bring your arms down to the floor. Place your hands either side of your right foot. Come onto the ball of the left foot. So we're in a lunge. Step back, downward dog. Let's take that onto the other side. Breathing in. Left leg lifts up. You're going to let the hip open. Lift the leg as high as it will go. Push back with the hands. And then bend to the left knee. Shoulders level. One more breath. And then exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Right heel turns down. Place that flat and circle the arms up. Warrior two. Shoulders are directly over the hips. Left knee is directly over left ankle. Reach through the arms and gaze forwards over the left fingers. Back to the breath. Fully inhale, fully exhale. And then turn the left palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, coming over, Postures.Classes, left forearm, left thigh, right arm reaches over. So you can use the elbow there just to give you a little bit of rotation, drawing the left rib cage under and forwards. Reach through the right fingers and press into the outer edge of the right foot. And nice and strong through that line. From the right hand to the right foot. One more breath. Feet firm, belly pulls in and you come back up. Warrior two. Keep that left knee bent. Left palm turns up, inhale, go back. Straightening the left leg, we come over Trikonasana. Reach with the left fingers and come over, place left hand, left shin. Right arm reaches up. And we're trying to line up the top of the head with the tip of the tailbone. So quite often what happens is you need to just lean the chest back slightly to get that alignment. One more breath. Feet firm, belly in, and come up. Bend the left knee, warrior two. And then take your reverse warrior. Inhale, arch back. And exhale, bring your arms to the floor. Come into lunge, so roll onto the ball of that back foot. And then step back, downward facing dog. Come forwards to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, high cobra or low if you don't want to go up high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Regulate your breath. And now let's walk the hands back to the feet. And you can walk your feet a little bit forwards to your hands. So you just come towards the center of your mat, come into a forward bend, and again hang over the legs. Your knees can be as bent as needed. Give your head a little shake. And then slowly, we're going to roll up through the spine. So make sure your knees are slightly bent as you roll up. Your head is heavy. It's the last thing to lift up. And come up to stand. We're going to come into a balance now called tree pose. So standing on your left foot, pick up your right knee, squeeze that knee up as far as you can. And then you're going to take hold of the ankle. And if you can, you're going to place the sole of the right foot on the left inner thigh. If that's not quite happening in your practice, that's fine. You can bring the foot down onto the calf instead. So wherever it works for you. What you need to make sure you're doing is opening the knee. So you're opening from your hip socket and the knee points out to the side. And then bring your palms together, hands to your heart. Fix your gaze out into the distance, your drishti, your concentration, and maintain the awareness of the breath. One more deep breath. And then point that knee forwards, take hold of the knee and squeeze it up and release, foot down. Onto the other side, standing tall. Get your concentration fixed now, you know what's happening. So fix your gaze out into the distance, find the drishti, weight into the right foot, bring the left knee up. Place the sole of the foot on the inner thigh or the calf muscle. Must be either above or below the knee, not on the knee joint. Palms together, hands to the heart center. One more breath. Point the knee forwards, take hold of the knee and squeeze it up and then release. Feet down. Just take a moment, stand tall. Feel the feet, they're slightly apart. Feel your feet connecting to the mat. So let's come to a little bit of energy balancing work, chi balancing. So we're going to bend the knees and inhale. It's like you're gathering up energy or light, whatever you want to feel or see it as or visualize it as. You're bringing it up to the heart center, the center of love and compassion and gratitude. So bringing that energy up, and then on the exhale, press the palms down to ground. Inhale, gather up that light, that energy, that prana, the life force within you. Bring it to your heart, love, compassion, gratitude. And exhale, grounding, press the palms down. Let's continue that practice with your eyes closed if you can. Your pace with your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. You may get a visual, some people get a visual of light between the hands. Some people get a sense or a feeling of light between the hands. One more time. Finishing on the exhale. And then stand tall in receptivity pose, palms open, lift from the heart center, lift up, radiate out that light into the universe. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. Breathe in, reach up with your arms. And as you breathe out, release the arms, little bend in your knees, let your chin drop towards your chest and roll down through your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Place your hands to the floor and walk hands forward, step feet back, find downward dog. Again, after the energy work, we're getting grounded with this posture work. Feel the connection between your hands and your feet to the ground. And then inhale, lift your right leg up, lift the leg as high as you can, letting the hip open. As you exhale, we're going to bring the right shin towards the wrist and come into pigeon pose. So you're bringing your right knee, tucking it behind your right wrist. The foot comes up as far as feels okay in your right knee, don't force it. You may want to grab some padding to pop underneath your right hip if it's not down onto the floor just yet. So once you get settled in, so you can put a blanket or a cushion under your right hip, get supported, then you can release down and rest your head down onto your hands. Now close your eyes and really focus in again to the breath. Feel the whole rib cage expand as you breathe in. Front, sides and back of the rib cage. And as you breathe out, feel the shoulders softening, feel the facial muscles softening. Two more deep breaths here. The more we can let go in the upper body, in those areas we tend to hold most of our tension, or where we feel we hold most of our tension, then the more we can let go in the hips, because we do hold a lot in the hips as well. It's not as apparent as what we feel in the shoulders and the face. So let's lift up now. Hands back down, tuck your left toes under, lift the hips up and go back to downward facing dog. Have a little wiggle. And then let's go onto the left side. So breathe in, left leg lifts up. Let the hip open. Pushing back with both hands. And then exhale, bring the left shin forwards and place it between the wrists. Right leg sliding back. Take your time wriggling into position, making sure you're looking after your left knee. So your foot may need to be back here to begin with. Just practice. So padding under the left knee if needed, and then you can release down when you're ready and rest your head down onto something, either a cushion or your hands or whatever you have available to you. And then really zone into the breath. Feeling the movement in the back of the rib cage. So you're feeling your middle and your upper back expanding as you breathe in. Feeling your shoulders softening, your facial muscles softening as you breathe out. And eventually, any tension in the hips is going to unravel, unwind and release as well. One more full breath. And then lift up. This time, we're not going back to downward dog. We're just going to roll off onto that left hip and swing your right leg round. And then stretch both legs out in front of you. Now, again, if your hamstrings, backs of your thighs are tight, you've got tight lower back, prop yourself up on your cushion or your blanket or your brick. Sit up tall, and we're going for seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, reach up with the arms, and exhale, reach over for the feet. Grab your feet. If you can't grab your feet, you can grab your ankles or your shins, or whatever part of your legs you can reach. Now breathe in. With each inhale, feel this supple extension of the spine that the inhale creates a space through the spine. And as you exhale, pull in the abdominal muscles, and it may help you to move a little bit deeper. And we're really trying to lengthen the front of the body over the legs here. So think of your face going towards the shin bones rather than down towards the thighs. So really getting space through the spine. And for some people in the beginning, you need to be here, sitting up, just really getting the legs released, the lower back released before you can go into the stretch. It's a posture that requires a lot of practice, a lot of patience. 3 more breaths. And release, roll up. Now bend in your right knee. You can keep your left leg straight. I'm going to give you another option in a moment. You're going to cross the right foot over the left leg. So you can stay there if that feels enough for you. If you can go a little bit deeper, we're going to bend that left knee and bring the foot back to the outside of the right hip. Now once you're there, sit up really tall. You want to be able to feel your right sit bone rooting into the ground and your right foot is flat on the ground. So if that's not good for you, stretch the left leg out again. Breathe in, right leg lifts up. Breathe out, elbow to the outer edge of the right knee and twist around. Look over the right shoulder. Make sure you can maintain the quality of your breath. If you can't, you've maybe forced it and pushed a little bit too far, so you can back out and twist slightly. Re-establish the connection to the breath and then gradually moving back in. Final breath. We're going to keep the legs as they are, releasing from the twist. De-rotate, legs stay the same, and just twist to the other side. And then come back to center. Good, switch your legs over. So you may be having the right leg straight, left foot crossed over, or the full version is bending the right knee and bringing that foot back. To get yourself settled in, get grounded first. Right arm reaches up, elbow to the outer edge of the left knee, and then twist around, looking over the left shoulder. Maintain an awareness of the left sit bone and the left foot grounding you. And then release, keeping the legs as they are, de-rotate, we'll twist to the other side, and then release back to center. Just taking the legs out, give them a shake, and then we're going to come down onto your back, and you're going to just lie down for the last couple of minutes in Shavasana. So lay back, arms by your side, palms turned up, wriggle the shoulders down, feet as wide as the mat, and just relax there for the last few moments, just a minute or so to completely relax the body. So as you're relaxing there, your eyes are closed, And again, we're connecting with this space at the center of the brow. And repeat to yourself this affirmation as you lay there in relaxation in Shavasana. I am here. I am grounded. I am grateful. Repeat that a couple more times to yourself. I am here. I am grounded. I am grateful. And then take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth with a sigh. And take that one more time if you wish. Inhale. And wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Let's take a full body stretch. So reach back through your arms and stretch down through your legs. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, let go. Bend your knees in and roll onto your right side. From your right side, press up to sitting. Come back to your seated position, bringing the palms together, hands to the heart. And bring back to mind your dedication, whoever or whatever you dedicated your practice to today. And let's seal that energy sent out, that loving, positive energy. Let's seal it with an Om together. Take a breath. Loka Samastar Sukhi no Bhavantu. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings know love and compassion. May all beings receive healing. May our thoughts, words, and actions contribute to peace, love, and unity on our planet. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rachel. That was wonderful. I lay there listening and feeling very relaxed. Wishing I could have joined in. That was fantastic. Really, really appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Take care, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed the class. Bye-bye.
Bye.